What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Brew Crew Podcast Christmas Advent Calendar 2023. This is where I would hit the air horn button if I had one. But yeah, it's the third year of the Brew Crew Podcast Christmas Advent Calendar. Take a shot every time I say that. You'll probably be fucked up. Maybe. And we're doing the damn thing again. As always, a lot of love for the Barrel House for doing this. A lot of love for JT and Matt for graciously inviting not only myself but my dad, who is now going to be referred to as Chuggalo, Stev's dad, and then my Uncle Mark. So Chuggalo, Uncle Mark. Shout out to everybody. So I will most of the time be probably rattling off their scores for them. But I will on occasion probably do some collab episodes, at least with Stev's dad. Seems weird to refer to him as that instead of just dad. Whatever. But to get it kicked off, day one, we have Masthead Sleigh All Day. This is a Spruce Tip Red IPA from Masthead. And I think my gimmick last year was always checking out the restaurants of places if they have them. So I'm actually going to look that up real quick because I am behind the ball here. I had just gotten home from work, so forgive me here. Yeah, hot damn. Okay, it does look like Masthead has a kitchen. They are from Cleveland, Ohio, for those uninitiated. And this one is a draft shorty pour of this beer, I guess. I mean, I've seen them in cans. Truth be told, I feel like I've had this beer before, but I'm not gonna check Untapped to confirm or deny that. So we'll see. Let's go with the crack real quick. I have my hopefully copyright-free music playing on in the background just to kind of kill some dead air, and we'll do the damn thing. So I've got my glass here. I'm gonna do my best to not pour this like an asshole in front of God and everybody. So it's really happy to be doing this. I just got done at work, got home. I've seen that Matt has already done his beer. So I'm already behind the game, you know what I mean? I might actually have to reach out and figure out the info to sign in and upload this damn video, but it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have a great time. As always, there's some silliness, but you know what? Happy to be doing this. I always enjoy hanging out with the BCP dudes, and hopefully the what I am going to just start calling the BCP universe. The extended BCP universe. Myself, the rest of the Advent calendar editions, I guess you would say. I always enjoy this time of year, just the camaraderie of it and all that kind of stuff. So, without further ado, cheers, everybody. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Whatever you fucking believe in. Give it a go. Okay. This is super good. Don't get a lot of spruce, at least on the nose. Definitely not taste. I can confidently say Masthead is one of those ones that's I, shelf turd is not the phrase that I mean, or it's not the it's not what I don't mean to say that they are shelf turds, but it's one of those ones that I always overlook, and truth be told, honestly, I enjoy everything I have from Masthead. Haven't had anything I've just strongly disliked, or at least that I've that immediately rings true. So I really enjoy this actually. This gives me the same, being a red IPA. Um, I'll have to wait until Chuggalo Svill enlightens us on what the fuck a red IPA is. Um, but for what a red IPA is versus a DIPA or a fucking West Coast or whatever the hell that any of those different things are, I'll have to wait on his science knowledge on what that means. But I every year have to have at least one Great Lakes Nosferatu. That's a red IPA. Again, I know a higher ABV red IPA that I always really enjoy. Um, and this is up there with that. I mean, the nose is slightly boozy, but not like overwhelmingly. It is 7.5%. So, up there with a nice solid DIPA or some shit like that. And it's great. I mean, I really enjoy it. It's a great starter beer to really ring in the new year. I know JT has said that he's not looking ring in the advent calendar. Let me not try to wish my days away here. But I know JT said he's not thrilled with the amount of IPAs we have this year, but for Chuggalo Uncle Mark's sake, I'm happy that we have the amount of IPAs we have, and it's less than 5, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have the list in front of me, so I'll have to TM or asterisk that. Why TM? But it's good beer. I wouldn't crush a 4-pack of this, not to slight my hand, I guess, tip my hand. But it's enjoyable. It's definitely something that I will keep an eye out for. If like I go out to dinner, maybe I'll consider ordering one of these if I see it very almost, I don't want to say dank, but just punchy hop notes, I guess you'd say, without being too pretentious, I guess. And it's easy to drink for a 7.5. It does everything it needs to, minus being spruce tips, unfortunately. Not a whole lot on Masthead's website. I will check up on their menu, their food menu, real quick. It looks like they are primarily a pizza brewery, place. Looking at a lot of almost old scratch style pizzas, just the usual normal stuff with a couple like specialty bougie frou like pizzas, I guess you would call it. Different apps and things like that. I'd say I'd give it a shot. Mastheadbrewingco.com to take a look. Slight detractor. They don't have any pictures on their website, and they're a very bare bones website. I definitely get the impression that it's like, if you want to know about Masthead, just fucking go there. I was up in Cleveland last weekend, actually. Didn't feel obligated to find Masthead or really any Cleveland brewers. Is platform even around anymore? I don't know. fucking fatheads up there. But it was a turn and burn just to see a show. So I'm not very. I wouldn't have bored Caitlin with going out to a damn bar anyway. So either way, as much as I'm enjoying this, I'm trying to put it back a little bit faster than I normally would, because my secondary gimmick for this year is going to be, I was recently gifted about 5 different European or Eastern European, Middle Eastern, or just other side of the planet beers. Let's put it that way. So that is going to be my plan, is to drink at least for the first 4 to 6 days, is to drink one of those in tandem to these. So that's the reason why I'm probably putting this back a little bit faster than I normally would. I'd rather savor the flavor and things like that. But in the meantime, what I can do, I've got 2 reviews that I will attack onto these. I will include. I'll start off with Chuggalo Stev's dad, his Masthead Sleigh All Day, and I'm just gonna read this. Please don't hate me for just, I can't. So it says, a proper amount of hoppy tang balanced with smooth hoppy goodness. Very much akin to Sierra Nevada Celebration, but better. I'd drink this every holiday season. He gives it a 4.25. That's high. That's high marks. That's high marks from Stev's dad, Chuggalo Stev's dad. That's pretty awesome. I'm very happy that he is enjoying this. He included some photos. It doesn't do it much justice. I mean, unfortunately, not the best webcam on the planet. And then I'll follow it up with Chuggalo Uncle Mark. He emailed me this afternoon, or this evening, says, first Barrel House beer. It will not be my last. I am an IPA fan to begin with, and this is among the finest I've had in quite a while. It's hoppy as a rabbit, and for me, hoppy equals happy. So he didn't give it a score, but I emailed him back and explained the scoring system. So hopefully that gets to what that gets to him, and that can be translated. I'm gonna assume it's in the 4s for Chuggalo Uncle Mark as well. Now, for one more big swig, I'm gonna give my score here as well. It's easy to drink. It's crisp. It's hoppy. The only thing it's here, it doesn't say anything about spruce tips, but I vaguely recall spruce tips being mentioned. I am at least going to go through the role of, but sleigh all day, but it's sleigh like Santa's sleigh. I get the impression it ought to be Christmassy, and I am looking up myself on Untapped here. Follow me on Untapped if you so choose. Papa Dingus, P-A-P-A, Dingus. And, Sleigh All Day. Day 1, Brew Crew Christmas Advent Calendar, Masthead. I'm going to give this 3.75. It's damn good. It very much is easy to drink, and I would probably I would order this again. I would drink this again. I would order it again. Very much a fan, and I am checking this in as we speak. as I'm trying to do too many things at the same damn time. But it's a good beer. I would absolutely give it another shot. And now on to number 2. We have Lebanese Brew, a brave new beer. I can only assume that Lebanese Brew is just the name of the brewery, possibly. This one I'll probably just sip out of the bottle. Premium handcrafted beer is brewed in Lebanon using noble hops and select malts without a trace of additives such as corn or rice. Ingredients: water, malt, hops, yeast. 4.3% viewed in I'm not yet Yachawa. I apologize. LebaneseBrew.com contains gluten. Always good to know, I guess. These are from Chuggalo. He's not a Chuggalo, but a good homie, a good work colleague, JD. So not to be confused with JT. And I went through all that effort. It is a twist top. Oh well. Cheers again, Chuggalos. Okay. Very crisp, light, super light. Absolutely no like lingering taste. Very easy to swig. I mean, almost there's almost no flavor to this. It's this is gonna be an interesting one. Easy, super easy to drink. Not very difficult to. Goodness, I'm at a loss for words. Truly, I'm also gonna spill it all over my fucking laptop. Not my laptop, computer, keyboard. Embarrassing, but gosh, this has got, for lack of a better term, this has got to be the swill of Lebanon. Lebanon, I don't know. The only thing I have to base it off of is Lebanon and Ohio, so I don't want to offend anybody by mispronouncing it, so forgive me if I butcher that. Very Heineken-esque bottle. Probably taint the flavor by doing this, but super duper crisp, very bright. Not any malty flavor or smell. Just very easy drinking. Nothing crazy, nothing to write home about, actually. And I've got 4 more of these because I broke a bottle, actually. And I wouldn't have any issue sharing with other Chuggalos if they're so inclined. So just a thought to think about. This one I'll be quick. I've already necked down half the bottle. 4% Lebanese Brew. Pilsner beer. That's all it is. I'm gonna give this a 3.0. It's not the greatest beer I've ever had. It's not the worst beer I've ever had. Easy to drink, a good sustainer, and just something to kick it on. You know what I mean? But Brew Crew podcast, day 1 Christmas Advent calendar, Masthead, Sleigh All day. That was Gosh, that was a 3.75 for me, 4.25 for Chuggalo Stev's dad, high remarks from Chuggalo Uncle Mark, and then Lebanese Brew, Pilsner beer, just a 3.0 from me. And as always, glad to be back, and I look forward to hearing what everybody else has to say. Cheers, Chuggalos.